Welcome to Enchanted Moments Podcast. I'm Monica.
I'm Spencer.
And here's Creme Brulee. She's with us again. Today I would like to talk about Moldavite. I have been seeing on different platforms, plus people coming in and talking to us, that they are afraid of Moldavite, that they're afraid it's going to upend, ruin their lives, get rid of all their friends. Goodness, I've heard some doozies. But here's the thing. First and foremost, Moldavite is a stone. It's a crystal. It has a frequency and a vibration. So does everyone's body. So we are each an individual frequency. None of us are exactly the same. So Moldavite in and of itself is going to interact with your physical body and your emotional body and your frequency differently. Everyone is going to be different. I have never had a negative experience with Moldavite. I have an unusual astrology chart. I have no earth in my chart. So I'm a little on the woo-woo zippy side anyway, right? So it's difficult for me to be grounded, so I always have to work on that. I am a fond person of Moldavite. It has a remarkable ability to alter our frequency and take us to places that we would not normally be able to do or as quickly on our own. It's referred to as the star-born stone of transformation, and it is indeed from the stars. About 15 million years ago, an asteroid hit the Earth and brought with it Moldavite. Whatever that element stone was in that asteroid crashed into the Earth in what we now know as the Czech Republic, and it deposited its goods. It is limited in its number of stones available, obviously. It is normally found in small pieces. It is not going to be coming out as a 5-pound lump of Moldavite. It's not found that way. So, first of all, there is no reason to be afraid of Moldavite. Moldavite is going to interact with you in the ways that is for your highest good. If you have a really crummy friend and you no longer choose to be around them over some period of time, it was probably something you would do anyway if they're not serving your highest good. If you are using Moldavite to meditate, you may get information that says, these are directions I should go, this is a direction I shouldn't go. It's still your decision to decide to do that or not. Nothing affects your free will. So nothing is going to make you be a certain way or not a certain way. You always have the free will to choose. If you would like to embrace the higher frequencies, you can. Will that have an effect on your life? Yes. Will it make you get a divorce? No. Here's the thing. Moldavite can help you do what you really, really would like to do at higher frequencies. So, for example, I have 2 Moldavite rings. One's a gemstone quality and one's a raw piece. When I first started to wear my Moldavite, I did it a little at a time. I don't have any earth to help ground me, so it made me feel a little uncentered, a little odd. So I used it a little bit every day. Now I wear it every day, 2 pieces of it every day. I can drive, I can do everything I always did. We control the products we use, not the products controlling us. If I choose not to wear them, I don't wear them. If I want to, it does help me connect more quickly to the other side. I have found that I guess because it's adjusting your body's frequency and your mental frequency and your emotional frequency, that it will permit you to make those transitions to other dimensions more easily. It does help people do astral travel. Most of us do astral travel in our sleep almost every night, and we do workplaces, we visit, we do all kinds of things astrally. You don't even remember that you do. But if you want to do consciously astral travel, then Moldavite could be a help. I have not tried it, so I don't know. But I have never disliked someone because of Moldavite. I have never had a problem with doing any kind of activities once I was acclimated to it. I do have an issue when I first start wearing Moldavite or working with Moldavite. If I left it off for a long time, it takes me a while to get back into it, only because that's the effect it has on me. It doesn't necessarily have that effect on everyone. If you're concerned about it, put it on, wear it around the shop, and see if it has that kind of effect on you. I have read and never experienced anyone personally who said that it made their hands burn when they held it. I think that's pretty intense. I don't know. I can't say it didn't. I can't say it does. But I have never had that experience. In my 73 years on the planet, I've never seen anyone have an adverse reaction to Moldavite, if that makes sense. It may take a while to get used to. It may give you some weird vibratory feelings, but it is not, in and of itself, a danger to you personally or to anyone else. Here's the thing about increasing your frequency. And this can be because we're making transitions to fourth and fifth vibration consciousness. This could be because we work with lots of different stones all the time. I don't know. There's no scientific study that has been done that says when we increase our frequency, raise our vibration, these things happen. I can tell you this much. I used to really enjoy a good drama on TV. I was an NCIS watcher. There's just a lot of things that I really enjoyed the characters in. I still enjoy the characters, but I will tell you this. I can no longer watch negative things on TV, not just the news. I can't watch 911, whatever. I can't watch NCIS. I don't enjoy it anymore. It bothers me. It's too violent in so many ways, and it's just not going to be my entertainment. I can't do it. So what does that say about me? I don't know. Maybe it says I'm just a lunatic, but I think what it says is I prefer higher vibrational activities in my life now, as opposed to just brainless, and it's not brainless, but it's entertainment that you don't have to think about and that you don't get involved in. It actually bothers me. So a lot of people don't understand that, but it's just the way it is. I would prefer to watch an uplifting podcast, listen to really nice music. I like comedy. I do like documentaries. I like history, things that actually are going to feed your mental acuity than just having people being shot, like how much body count do we have? And I tried to watch the latest, what's the guy, Tom Cruise's big lineup of
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible was on TV. And my husband has been waiting to watch this for months. So we watched it. Well, I basically watched it till it just drove me insane, and I went and cleaned the kitchen. But, there's no reason for him not to watch it. Mm-hmm. He enjoys it. It's fine. I don't anymore. So we just, trade off. I'm here. He can watch anything and he wants at home. When I'm there, we do documentaries and Bigfoot and aliens and whatever else he enjoys watching, and I will enjoy watching as well. Does this mean that I should divorce him and run off with another person who likes to watch my TV? No, that's not how it works. So Moldavite is only a contributor. I meditate. I do a lot of different activities every single day that make my vibration higher. And so the Moldavite is just that little additional push that can help that vibration move, if it's going to move, more quickly. If my vibration is not supposed to move, it's not going to move regardless of what I do. So that's the other thing. Nothing is controlling my ability to enjoy things or whatever. It's me. It's making a choice. It also activates all your chakras. It can work with your Kundalini energy. Who do you see? I don't like to work with Kundalini to make it do anything, because it does its thing every lifetime. When it rises up your spine, it is rising at its natural rate when it's supposed to. And every time we reincarnate, it starts where you left off. It does not go back to the bottom and start over. A lot of people who do activities to artificially raise their Kundalini, some are going to be fine, others are going to have problems. It's just the way it is. It's a natural process that I believe we should just let do its thing. And when it's ready, it's ready. The interesting thing about Moldavite is the Venus of Willendorf, which everybody is pretty much familiar with. She is a little chubby goddess. We assume she was a fertility talisman. We don't know for sure. We weren't there 25 to 35,000 years ago. But when they discovered that little statue, there were all kinds of other talismans, necklaces, out of Moldavite. So, which is interesting. I did not know that. But they seem to have had an idea that it was special from the beginning. So early man, woman, people found this stone in some way, and that was in Austria, Germany kind of area. So it's not too far from the Czech Republic. So they may have been trading with people and they found this, but anyway, they found it to be special and put it into a grave. So it's rare. It is expensive because of its rareness, not necessarily just because it's from space, but because you can only find so much of it, and it has come and gone. Different pockets have been found, but it arrived once and that was it. You have to be careful with Moldavite. There was a big push on Moldavite on TikTok, I guess, about a year and a half, 2 years ago. I cannot remember.
It was around 2020.
Yeah. Everybody wanted Moldavite, and there was so much of it out there. Once that started to disappear because COVID stopped everything, right? People started to
Fake it.
Thank you. One method was melting Heineken bottles and using that. The Chinese now are doing it on a big scale. But here's the thing with Moldavite. First of all, you will feel a difference when you pick it up. Most people who are sensitive at all will feel a difference. Buy it from someone who is a certified Moldavite person. We have 3 different people we buy Moldavite from right now, and all 3 have certificates of authenticity. You don't want to just go out and buy it. And especially if when you're online it's really cheap, because it is not really cheap. It's anywhere from $8 to $20 a gram. So if you think about that.
Even higher.
Yeah, it can be a lot higher. And when you get into the pieces that they made jewelry from years ago, it is gem quality and clear and perfect, and that is even more difficult to get. It is not a bright green. It is not like this emerald. It is a sort of olive green. The color is pretty drab, actually. It can be a grayish green. There is no such thing as yellow Moldavite. You will see that now online.
That.
There is no such thing as yellow Moldavite. There is Libyan desert glass, which can be yellowish. And that is where an asteroid hit sand and melted the sand and created Libyan desert glass, because it is glass which was formed from heat and sand. So it is not from another planet. It is a collision that formed Libyan desert glass. So it is different.
Isn't Moldavite a glass?
It's a glassy structure. It is not glass as we know it.
Okay.
If it were, it would be heavier. It would have more weight to it. It's very lightweight, extremely lightweight. Not as bad, not as light as amber, for example.
Yeah.
But it's not a heavy stone. All I can say is there is absolutely nothing Moldavite can do to anyone that will ruin their lives, that will hurt them in any way. If you work with any stone, turquoise, for example, is a high vibrational stone. It vibrates at 55. It's very high vibrational. I have heard no one say that's ruined their life, or that they're afraid to wear turquoise. Don't listen to things that don't make sense. These are aids for you, not weapons. They're things that can help you if you choose to allow it to, but you don't have to. If you just like Moldavite and you want to wear it, you can wear it, and it probably will absolutely do nothing, because you have to be at a place where you're inviting that new energy in. It's not something that can take over. That isn't anything. No stone, no crystal, no oil, no additive on the planet other than drugs, psychotropic drugs, can alter the way you behave that may be outside your control. Those are the only things. So if you want to play with Moldavite, come on in. We have lots of it. We have it loose, we have it in jewelry. You can hold it, you can see what happens, but I guarantee you, if you want it to work with you, ask it and it will. If you don't want any of that coming into your life right now, you have two choices. Get Moldavite and do something else with it, or get no Moldavite. No one's forcing you to buy Moldavite. It's a very interesting stone. Most people love it. It's dynamic, it's energetic, it's going to have some amazing effects if you work with it. You don't have to. And it is not in any way, shape, or form in control of anything happening in your life. If you don't want your vibration to be higher, it won't be. Trust me. No one can make your vibration higher. Moldavite is there if you want to allow it to help your vibration to be higher. That is all you need to know about Moldavite. It comes from the Czech Republic. Hit once, it's in a layer of dirt 15 million years old. You're good. So, anything you would like to add?
Not really. Maybe alternative crystals that aren't Moldavite, if they still are wary of it.
You can work with any tektite. Moldavite's the prettiest tektite. If you want to call it, it's pretty. Any tektite, which is basically a piece of asteroid or meteorite that is on the Earth. We have tektite. It's black. Some are so dark brown that they look black. Magnetite, right?
That's like, they think a pseudo-tektite.
Yeah, they're not sure, but I think energetically it probably has a vibration approaching Moldavite, but not actually the same. Every stone's vibration is unique as well. But yeah, if you want to try tektite, I would say that would be a pretty good way to do
malachite.
it.
might be like a junior version.
Yeah, yeah. I just think there's plenty of steps up if you don't want to
Yeah.
mess with Moldavite, but you still want to work on your vibration. Like I said, you're the person controlling that inevitable answer. So if you want a higher vibration, if you want to try to get, yes, and she does, then use Moldavite and work with it. If you don't, if you're not ready, if you don't feel like it's the right time for you, then just don't go there. But it cannot change your life in ways like I wore a Moldavite ring and now I hate my best friend, or I put on Moldavite pendant and I want a divorce. And it's like, no.
Burned out my house.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. So feel free to give it a whirl. Walk around the shop with it, just kind of get a feel, and if it's not something that feels right, then you should be going in a different direction, which is just fine. There's lots and lots of ways to do spiritual development and awakening without having to work with Moldavite.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for joining us, and I hope that was informative. Take care.